Today, let's play a game called Manic Minute. So Manic Minute is a board game where you pull out a card from a stack and then it's like random topics, like the most random things ever. The point of the game is to go a minute. Let me just open this right now. To go a minute without like hesitating, without repeating yourself, and without like going off topic. I'm gonna add in there that I'm gonna put in no filler words. So I got the bell. It's played with usually more players, but it's just me today. We have the timer. It's like a little sand thing. This is all the stack of cards. Normally I edit all my videos. Like, you don't understand how much I take out because I talk so fast and because of my filler words. During this minute of talking about this topic, I'm just gonna go. You're not gonna see any cuts. This is me at my most natural because there's no like editing. So I think the stack of cards has like 2 topics in there, so you get to pick one. What I'll do is I'll pull out the card, I'll show you it, I'll pick out one of the topics, and then we'll go. As soon as that sand thing turns, I go straight without editing. Okay, so I'm gonna pick out a card from the top, and then we'll go from there. So I'm a little nervous because I'm telling you, I'm so bad at talking, but let's do this. 1, 2, 3, go. SpaceX tater tots. I don't know anything about SpaceX, but tater tots. Let's talk about this. Tater tots. Okay, I got the timer here. 1, 2, 3. So tater tots, I remember when they came out with them back when I was a young child, and we were a family of 5 kids, so it was expensive, the price of the tater tots. But one day my mom finally bought a bag of tater tots home, and I remember the first impression was how like they hurt your mouth. Like, they're so hard and they're so like awkward because they're like little clumps of potatoes and they're fried, so it's not a soft experience. So whenever I'd eat them in the morning, like it would like hurt the roof of my mouth, and I think I was trying so hard to grasp on to the like the idea of having those tater tots and feeling like, oh, we can actually afford them, and so I forced myself to like them, but I actually didn't like them at all because they hurt. It's kind of like Captain Crunch. You know Captain Crunch? It hurts, but you're so attached to the taste or to the commercials that you want to like Captain Crunch, but most of us, reality, we don't. It hurts our teeth and everything like that. Oh my gosh, that was so hard. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Yeah, this reminds me of like middle school. I remember I was thrown into an English school. I didn't even know how to speak English at all. And I remember just the feeling of anxiety every day of not knowing how to speak the language. English is surprisingly a very easy language to learn, but I remember the feeling that I want to talk, but I didn't know what words were what, so I just was always silent. I remember, public speaking. That was the most stressful time of my life, having to do public speaking, and I didn't know how to talk. Oh my gosh. Let's do a second one. So I'm gonna pull out one of the cards from the stack, and then let's do this. Let's pull from the stack again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. This is parking the car. Oh, Snoop. What I love about a pulled pork sandwich. I'm gonna use parking the car. Okay, here's the timer. 1, 2, 3. So I am a really bad driver, and one thing that I'm terrible at is parking the car. I actually damaged the front of my car because I tried to park it, because I'm not very good at gauging like how I am in terms of the space. So imagine there's a parking space and I need to pull in there. It's hard for me to calculate if I'm gonna fit or not. So sometimes I just don't even attempt it. I just go park like far away because I can't take that parking spot. I can't gauge if my car's gonna fit. Also, I tend to sometimes overestimate or underestimate my turning. So I'll turn into a parking spot, and then I'm that car that's like taking up 2 parking spots. So like, if you're a person that hates that and notices it, I apologize. I just can't gauge it, and by the time I'm finished parking and I'm out the car, I don't want to get out and reposition myself. So sometimes I just leave it there, but then I get dirty looks. I get dirty looks whenever I go back into my car because people can see that I like selfishly took 2 parking spots. That was easier because I understood what I was talking about. When it's like topics that don't make sense, I just wing it. And when I wing it, it's not a pretty look. I just talk, and it's like writing an essay, and you're just trying to ramble and everything. And it's crazy because you think as an adult, things just suddenly get better, but you have to actually practice like adulting. You have to practice things that doesn't come naturally, like Number one, like being assertive or like being organized. You don't just naturally become organized and assertive and start being like an adult. You have to actually practice how you are as a person and the traits that you actually have to practice the traits that you want to become better at them. I know that sounds like a lot, you know, but thank you for playing Manic Minute with me. It was a very random. All right, have a good day.